Hi, my name's Faith Bernard, and I'm hosting the Cast the Vision call tonight. Welcome, everybody. Give me just a moment. I'm going to go ahead and get our screen share going and get this up. And everyone can see that. Let me go this full screen, and we'll go ahead and get started. So most of you on this call already had an introduction to our company and its offerings. You're here because you're open to creating a change in some area of your life. Isagenix offers solutions to some of the most pressing problems we face today, and that is weight management, energy and wellness, performance, healthy aging, and wealth creation. Tonight, I'm going to focus on the financial opportunity available to us. While the majority of people are introduced to our company through the product door, often because they've witnessed a powerful physical transformation experienced by someone they know, at some point they also learn about our financial solution. Think about it. There's as many people praying for an income solution as there are for a health or wellness or fitness solution. Let's take a look at the need for this solution. We have 15% of the U.S. population, 46 million people on food stamps. That is truly a travesty. 20 million people in North America are unemployed. Foreclosures are at an all-time high. Rising health costs, taxes are at record high and rising, and debt is skyrocketing. Here's an incredible statistic. 50% of all bankruptcies could be prevented by an additional $500 a month. And another statistic is that 50% of all marriages end in divorce, and one of the biggest reasons, obviously, is the stress over money. And speaking of stress, it's one of the main causes for all the disease and illness. And again, one of the biggest causes of stress is lack of money. So Isagenix offers a vehicle to address this need. And I will show you how you can earn a supplemental income, perhaps an extra $500 a month, that can make all the difference. Replacement income, an option to have a job that's an option to leave a job that's not satisfying to you. And what I most want to illuminate tonight is the big picture, how you can partner with our company to create true wealth. That's what really excited me when I understood how truly possible this is with this business model and this company's compensation plan structure. So what is wealth? Well, it is the number of days you can survive without physically working and still maintain your standard of living. So let's look at this. You have expenses, they're $4,000 per month. Your savings is $12,000. I think most of us would think with $12,000 in the bank we're doing well. But here's where it gets scary. Your wealth only equates, in this example, to 3 months or 90 days. That is really quite startling. And if you had to stop working, if you had to stop work tomorrow or lost your job, how long could you actually survive? So your goal should be to develop a residual income or passive income that's greater than your monthly expenses. And what do I mean by passive? That's where you're paid today on what you did in the past, and no longer about trading time for dollars. In other words, you can be earning while you're on vacation or while you're sleeping. I love it. So wealth is not about having a lot of money. It's about having a lot of options. That's by Chris Rock. I love that. That's a great one. So true wealth is about freedom. You can earn a lot of money, but that's not wealth. If your income is based solely on your own personal production, trading time for dollars, many people earn great incomes, but they're slaves to their jobs or careers. And if they step away, their income stops and perhaps the overhead continues. True wealth also involves the ability to have time freedom, which means you're being paid even when you're not personally producing. And for that, you need passive income. There's 2 forms of passive income. There's money working for you, stocks, bonds, T-bills, money markets, interest from savings, and people working for you, traditional business and real estate broker type of positions. I think we're familiar with that. Anybody who has achieved financial freedom has taken advantage of that principle. Rules, and this, by the way, rules most people out. Most people have too much month at the end of their money and not enough left over to actually invest. and don't have the money to invest in traditional business where they can leverage the effort of others. My definition of wealth is simply this, is the ability to own your life, to be able to do what you want, when you want, and to have the money to actually finance those choices, to live a life of choice. There's another important component as well, and that is to be able to have the health to enjoy your wealth. That too is a huge part of financial freedom. If you don't have your health, you don't have anything. So let me ask you to consider, what would it mean to own your life? So what if you could get rid of all your debt, buy a home or upgrade to a dream home, put kids through college, without incurring massive debt, and travel and contribute to charities? The sad thing is that many people don't even allow themselves their dreams because they don't see a way to fulfill them with their current circumstances. What I will share with you tonight may impact you as it did me when the light bulb turned on, that there truly is a way that's available to you. Isagenix can be your solution to financial freedom. Let's look at how. We have converging trends that equal billions. We have 3 multi-billion-dollar industries: weight management and obesity, 100 million dieters spending $60 billion annually; sports and performance and energy, $11 billion in North America; and anti-aging, which equals healthy living, of course, is over 115 billion in 2015, and it's growing fast. No, the most important thing to remember is Isagenix is a product-driven company. Our product represents some of the biggest consumer spending trends in the world, and we're talking about mega trends. In fact, these trends just mentioned represent segments of the exploding health and wellness markets. Fortunes will be made. Baby boomers have dictated the economy for over 4 decades. This age group makes up less than 30% of the population, but accounts for over 50% of our gross domestic product. As you look at where this population of people now, in their 50s and 60s, that includes me, have spent their money, you can see how many industries explode and fortunes were made. After the war, it was the housing industry, then baby food, then schools, then sports utility vehicles, personal computers, health clubs, and home exercise equipment. Well, what do they want now? They want youth, health, wellness, anti-aging. In short, this population is driving a huge megatrend. Wellness. Paul Zane Pilsner, one of the world's leading economic forecasters, in his books, The Next Trillion and the Wellness Revolution, predicts that wellness will be the next trillion-dollar industry, that so many millionaires will be made. He goes on to predict that most of these millionaires will not be manufacturers or healthcare practitioners, but that they will be distributors, and most of those will come from network marketing. And this network marketing also represents another mega trend. Worldwide sales are over 167 billion, fastest growing segment of the global economy. Annual revenues are bigger than NFL, MLB, music, movie, and gaming industries combined. Health and beauty dominate the direct sales industry, and 82% of women who make $100,000 or more per year do it through direct sales. That makes me feel really good, by the way. This really is the perfect business. Obviously, this industry is come of age, and more people are looking to have control over their time and finances. But there's still those people who question the legitimacy and ask, is this one of those pyramids? Well, let's put that in perspective. Every corporate structure that you know of has a CEO, president, vice presidents, upper management, and guess what? Employees who I call the worker bees. Does this not look like a pyramid to you? It's all really about having the right company. And an illegal pyramid would not be a member of the Direct Selling Association, and it would certainly not have a A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. So what makes Isagenix the right company? Over a decade of financial stability, a mission to transform lives, timing and position, megatrends. Owners have a network marketing experience, network marketing legacy company. What does that mean? It means that you're building an asset that you can pass on to your children. And we call that generation wealth for all. World-class products, global charitable contributions, and $4 billion in cumulative sales. I mean, that is just amazing. So how does it work? Well, the bottom line, our products are food, nutritionally dense superfoods. You can have an abundance in all levels for the price of organic groceries. You eat, share, and get paid. And you know what? It's easy and it works, because if you can find 2 people that want to purchase the best food in the world and train them to find 2 people that do the same, and remember, this is just food. Everybody has to eat. They are essential and consumable, and something you consume and run out of and reorder every month. Not only that, but they provide our bodies with what's missing in our standard American diets today. What we have here is literally the perfect food in a delicious, convenient, affordable form. I want you to get the simplicity and power of this concept. We eat the food, we share the food, we get paid. It starts with you. You open up your own wholesale account. Really think of it as the best of Costco and Amazon.com, because that's what we do. We order online at wholesale price and have our Isagenix groceries shipped to our doorstep. One of the membership benefits is the eligibility to participate in our referral program that gets kicked into high gear once you refer to others who order their own food from their own accounts, not from an inventory in your garage. Here's what happens when people put these foods in their bodies: immediate gratification products, emotional, visible. Results are quick, and the referrals are inevitable. Once you refer to, you're also eligible to be paid on purchases of people they refer. And those people refer and on to unlimited depth. This allows you to take advantage of the leverage principle, which again is the basis of financial freedom, by building a network of consumers, all of whom have the same opportunity as you. The simple foundation of this powerful compensation plan is you plus 2, them plus 2. And this business is all about helping people transform lives. I love this graphic. It's about lifting people up with our solutions, getting paid to do so, but it doesn't stop there. Beyond U plus 2, there's where it really gets exciting. It's power of 2, and then adding that leverage. Let's look at what happens when it duplicates. Now, this could all happen where everyone did this in a week, but we're going to talk about a month. Okay, so, you could do it in a week, but we're going to talk about a month. So let's say it takes you a full 4 weeks to refer 2 people. They're simply going to purchase from their own store, if you will, online, just like Amazon. They're going to get a portion of their grocery dollars, their organic groceries, from their own store. And so you've got 2 that first month. The next month, you're going to simply show them how to refer to. So now they go out and get 2, and that's 4. And the next month, you're teaching them to teach their people to do the same. So that's 8. And then month 4, it's 16. Month 5 is 32. Month 6, 64. Month 7, 128. Month 8, again, we're all doing the same thing here. Everyone's just referring to. In month 8 is 256. Month 9, 512 consumers in your network. Now watch what happens. We're just doubling each month. Month 10, it goes to 1,024. And month 11, 2,048 consumers. And then you have to add all those up. You can see where this is going. It's very exciting. So let's look at what happens as this duplicates. What are these people doing? They're simply redirecting a portion of their monthly grocery dollars and referring others who do the same. And showing them how to do the same. And before long, you have a network of people who are ordering off their own accounts, and you're paid a percentage of all the purchases, 6% to unlimited depth. Look at this. Look at the possibilities. Now, this takes time, of course, but by dedicating part-time, focused, consistent effort, the average person can generate a solid six-figure annual income in 2 to 5 years. What if it took you 10? That time is going to pass anyway. Here's what happened for me. At the time that we discovered Isagenix, oh well, we were burned out. I was working another business. It really wasn't going that well. My husband was working in construction, and we made six figures, but it wasn't a pleasant six figures. We had no time freedom, and we were exhausted. In fact, my husband was so worn out, he could not get up a flight of steps. It was so difficult. I mean, he could, but it was very difficult for him to do so. We knew we just couldn't keep going on that path. We knew that was a recipe for disaster. So what happened when I learned about Isagenix from my dear friend Renata Lee, I immediately, when I heard nutritional cleansing, superfoods replace some of your grocery dollars with these foods, it just sort of clicked. And I knew enough about, I did my homework, and I knew enough about the company to go, okay, I'm in. And so we jumped in with both feet. Within 5 days of getting on these superfoods, we looked and we felt 20 years younger. And what I loved is that we just felt compelled to share with others. We felt like we had an ethical responsibility to do so. And as a result, we have been richly rewarded. Within our first year and a half, we were able to retire Larry out of construction. That is, to me, absolutely mind-blowing. I mean, really think about it, mind-blowing. So I'm going to introduce two other people. I'm going to do two short introductions. One will be Debbie Martin and Kathleen McGraw. Debbie, you go first, and just quickly share with people how this impacted you. Same thing for Kathleen. And then the beauty is that all the wealth that I was able to generate through this system, through this wonderful opportunity, it just simply came out of the fact that I was helping other people. And that's what makes me feel so, so fabulous. This is the most rewarding, meaningful, and fun work I've ever done. So I should probably do that. Okay, so share that first and then go into introducing people. And so what can 2 quality referrals mean to you? You can earn up to $13,500 per week or $702,000 per year. That's awesome. Now, we have something called rank advancements, and don't worry about what that means right now. But let's say you become an executive. All that means is that it's you plus you referred 10 people who each refer 2, and now you can double that income up to $1,404,000 per year. So, and there's really an unlimited earning potential here. So really, it's just, you need to just decide, do you want to earn a little and eat for free, earn a lot and become free? It's up to you. It really is. And the last thing I want to impart here is that we don't sell stuff. We're not selling just shakes or food. We offer people hope, health, and excitement and freedom. And so we lock arms with people who want to do the same and have fun doing it. Please get back to the person that shared this presentation with you and make sure you get all your questions answered. Thank you so much. And I'll go ahead and get off screen share here. Let me do that. And just want to say thanks to everybody. Thank you so much.